Hello everyone. I wish all the Guru Vrinda a very happy Teachers Day, and I thank all my students who are always been good, not good children. You are the best friends of mine for making this day a memorable one. Let me tell you guys that I too wish my teachers this morning for their selfless works towards me and my friends to change my life as well as my friends who are just carrying on with different professions in their lives. You all have heard that teacher profession is a noble profession. Making it clear grammatically, it is not the noble until and unless you stop accepting the best towards yourself and stand firm saying, I am happy because I am a teacher. Teacher should always say, I am the best. In what reason is only in teaching children how you create a child, how you bring up a child, and what is your goal towards molding a child is more important. So, a teacher should always be proud that she is a teacher and a best teacher towards herself because she works tirelessly. Let me conclude it very fast, but you guys know that I don't finish it very fast. Okay, okay. Never accept from any management or your colleagues or students to appreciate that you are the best. I'm telling it in front of the management also. I am just make it clear, everyone. If so, why is this? Because you have to be ready to make your way from there. Because when somebody says you are the best teachers, oh, the best is the superlative of the degrees. So when somebody says that you are the best, then the profession goes on. Okay, so people will say, oh, teacher, they have called him best teacher, let him only do everything, let her only do everything. This gossip come around, and selflessly your selfless regards will come down slowly. So I'm not taunting anyone, it's my personal experience. People may not tell you, but here what's true and accepted, this is what I would like to share with you guys. Since lockdown, if you think you were the best, have you ever found your students calling you and asking you, sir, ma'am, how are you? Has your colleague or management asked you personally, how are you able to challenge in this pandemic? If yes, it's okay. Then, if no, then why didn't they ask you? You have rendered your service to their institutions thinking it's your home, but they have made you realize it's not your home, it's a house. So, I hope you know the difference between a home and a house. Yes, teachers? Okay. I'm not speaking negatively, but truth always tastes bitter. And my experience, I would really like to share in this pandemic, like what I have been experienced. A reputed college I was working, and I asked for my salaries, and everybody have felt much difficulties to get our salaries during this pandemic, right? So I too asked the salary that I am a worker and I'm part timer, sir. Will you pay me? Then I kept on asking my accountant, ma'am, what happened, sir? Today, tomorrow. Then I said, finally, ma'am, please tell what's the truth, because I heard from other colleagues that they've got their salaries and I couldn't. Then the madam said, sir, as you have not been for evaluation, we will not be able to give your salaries. It's a strict order from the boss. Then I asked that madam, ma'am, correction and evaluation is a government project. Okay, let the letter be sent to my door. Okay, why are you taking the risk? Say that I have resigned. There's no problem, and this is what I usually do everywhere. And I don't get scared of anything like that. If it is, I'm not an employee of government service. So whatever the service is given by the government for some of the other works, we have been doing it. Then I was just to this day I really feel heartbroken for the words, because I thought it was the best institution that I am working for, but not a problem. But there are institutions where they were able to withdraw the management money, some personal amounts of them, and they have paid the teachers, because some of the institutions are there where they never wanted to lose their teachers. See, and they are really haves and have nots. We know what are the reasons and other things, but their concerns towards teacher is more important. So during this pandemic of 2020, only professionals who were jobless were teachers, and we have to accept it. We could hear or read or see WhatsApp status, videos, news channels, repeatedly showing how teachers were working in different professionals. Some sold tea, some opened hotels, some vegetable shops, some were security guards even, and so on. Now my question is very positive to everybody. Teachers have stood an example in all these professions. Now, having post graduation or training doesn't mean that life will stop from working. Okay, if you think I only have to be a teacher, then we can't survive. So all the teachers made some of the other efforts. Okay, we tell SUPWD in the schools, we teach cooking in the school, okay, knitting in the school, growing vegetables in the schools. Likewise, here teachers were set an example. All the teachers have set an example that if a person wishes, he can choose any work to satisfy their living. So he can earn his livelihood by one or the other means or profession that he has to choose. There is nothing called a small work, a big work, or great work, or greatest work, or super work, or superior work, or superlative works. So this is not that. Any work which can satisfy your livelihood at that time was really meant for every teachers. I was just going on, and secondly, I was just going on with one of the WhatsApp status. Nowadays, everybody is busy with their status watching these days. So one of the administrative has kept his status as a recent employee has joined him, and has stayed with him, and he has stated in his stated writing, sir, I have lived with you a short period but have learnt a lots of things, and has personalized his way. And now that admin has kept this words as a status, and some of my colleagues whom I know, my friends, have taken a screenshot of it and just sent, sir, did you see this, haven't we served for the institution and all. Now just think, if there are 50 children in the class and you concentrate on only one or two of them, then you are a loser, because every child's growth is your responsibility. If he is sharp, excellent, average, or below average, he is our child. It's our responsibility to check and correct him. That's the true work of a real teacher. I'm not telling the best teacher, it is a professionally as you have chosen your profession, your career to be a real teacher. That is what you have to serve. It is not like having the best teacher award in some of the other cases, just leave it. In the same way, when you have a n number of employees, it's the duty of the superiors or the management or whoever has been taken up this challenge to find out some of the best teachers, find everything that the teacher has, and you can correct something which a teacher has no qualities of working in some of the other things. But I hate this word, something called as a best teacher. Okay, and don't ignore them, because as we ignore, only we concentrate, I told you, we only concentrate on 2 or 3 children in the class, we lose around 47 students there among 50. If in the 50 colleagues, if you look after only 2 or 3 people, you lose the love of everybody. Teacher can change from one college to school to another school, like one college to another college, but what fact does the teacher carry with him is more important. Children may not change the school, okay, students may not change the college, but the hard work and dedication of a teacher, though they work for 1 period or 2 period or full day or half a day, that is not reminded, but the work that they do selflessly is more important. So my experience, I have had a milestone of befriending with everybody. But when it comes to with us, with my colleagues, or some of the other members of the management, even then I stand firm. The reason is, I never think that I am a different professional person, but I am a teacher. I do the good, I do good, I am the best, I feel for what I have done, and if there are any questions, I am ready to answer them also. And so you should also carry your profession as a teacher. Be firm. You do something wrong and you go out and you ask them questions, you don't have any answer then. Okay, the question arises again. So question and question, there is like minus and minus, plus, and plus and minus is always minus, so it can't be plus. So according to that, and I'm ready to do anything as a sort of works which are interesting and satisfy us. One of the inner thought that reminds us that we are here to tell the society, the teachers are a resource. You know resource, right? So teachers are a resource, and that resource can develop the society without any means. Teachers, we don't accept anything. Tomorrow a student becomes a doctor, he becomes an engineer, he becomes a lawyer, he becomes an IAS, either he becomes a vegetable vendor also. He gives you 1 or 2 times, if he goes, he'll put you 2 tomatoes extra. He'll not give you kgs of tomatoes often. Is it right? Because he's a vegetable vendor and something, so this is what it is. So whatever they become in the society, it is our duty to develop the child in a very good manner. So but we should not accept anything from anybody. Do your work selflessly in the society. and struggle without any acceptations, as I told you. So dear friends, let's not be negative, as I have spoken all these things, as people say to us, who's the best. Okay, don't keep it in your mind, yo, they did not give me best award, that award, and you guys know so many awards were there. It's not acceptable to me. Okay, I have rejected also. And let me let's be, what are we for? Okay, we are here to give a human services with will be remarkable, or they it will be known to the students. Okay, let children remark us. Okay, not now, later they will remember. Okay, today you are the say, somebody says this teacher is a very strict teacher, she keeps on bashing us, kicking us, booting us. But tomorrow the same child says, that day the teacher was able to boot me and kick me, I was able to learn. Okay, there was a word saying like chadi cham cham vidya gam gam, something like that, we can go with that. But today they say that teachers don't beat, but there are some videos you can just still take. And teachers, students saying that, and parents also telling our teachers were there who used to beat us, and we realized so many things that could happen. So this is what I would like to go with, not much telling of your times. So let us not accept anything from the society or the management especially, okay, or the children. But let us stand firm as a teacher, because we have chosen it, and it is a noble profession. I'll remind you once again, as I started my speech, and I conclude with this beautiful quote of a former ex-president APJ Abdul Kalam, saying, your best teacher is your last mistake. So don't ever do that. Okay, don't accept anything. If it is everything, let it go hand in hand. Whatever you do, you just do good as a professionalist, and stay back, because you at the day the seed dies, it never sees its flower. Okay, a flower can perish seeing itself, but a seed, when it dies, it never sees the blossom of the flower. So this is what we have to remember. Okay, what happens to children tomorrow, that is tomorrow, let it live on tomorrow. And what we are going to see today, let it be today. Let our children grow up, whether it is positive or negative. Let us be a professionalist, and never change to be a professionalist with saying that you are a teacher, you can do everything in the world. The best thing that you can do is be a teacher. And once again, I thank everyone for being a teacher, and being a teacher is a noble profession. Once again, I remind you, and that's what I conclude. Thank you one and all. Have a good day.